Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creative Team Career with Cadillac here on the PC. Tonight it is round 4 of Season 5 and we are heading down under to Australia. It's a sprint weekend. So let's hope that chat works properly tonight. Meant to stream yesterday as well, and just so tired. Fell asleep in the afternoon, and then woke up too late to effectively start the sprint. So apologies for that. We will try and make up for it over the weekend. We'll get an extra stream in tomorrow or Sunday, one of the two. Not 100% certain yet which one of those 2 days it will be, but that will be round 5 to get us back on schedule. So there is that to come. But first, we have to get through tonight. Let's see who is in the chat. We've got Gina, who has popped in and then disappeared to go and get some dinner. Army's here. Farah's here. Ardov's here as well. Hello to everyone else who's lurking in the chat. It looks like it is working tonight, so hopefully I will be able to see you all tonight. Right. So Australia, round 4, and our second sprint of the season. We had a really good run performance-wise in Jeddah. We did unfortunately lose a car though. So let's see if we can do okay with Lando tonight. Make up for that and get some points back. Let's start by taking a quick look at where we are with the car. So these are the 3 new parts that will complete us up to Spec 2 across the car. They are still in development, as you can see. We are 6 days away with the suspension, 15 days away with the front wing, 11 days away with the underfloor. And because we know we've got a monster rule change coming at the end of the season, we've already started research. That's our ATR for this period spent. All of those hours gone straight on the rear wing. Front wing is the major change. So 65% change across the front wing and then 55% change across everything else on the car. So whoever does the best research is going to get the best head start next season. We are going to be putting all of our ATRs into research for obvious reasons. And we're probably not going to get a massive amount of subsequent development done after round 3, Spec 3. I'm going to try and get the car up to Spec 3, and then from there we will, pump all of our money into research. We will absolutely hit it as hard as we can. One part is not going to get an ATR. That will probably be the chassis, so we'll have to do lots of small chassis projects to make up for that. But we are going to lose performance across the entire car. There's no way we can avoid that. So we're going to try and go for a balanced approach, make sure that the whole car gets some love rather than just focusing on 1 or 2 parts to beat the regs. I think that's probably the better strategy. So let's take it from there, shall we? Evening, Victor. Good to see you. And Dino's here as well. Welcome, Dino. Right. Let's advance 1 day. There we go. So this is where we are in the rankings. Looks like we've managed to gain back a little bit of performance in the low speed. Dirty air is still pretty good. Tyre wear is still very, very strong. Cooling is not too bad on the engines as well. Wayne has turned up. Welcome, Wayne. Into the inbox we go. So, going to be hot, so tyres could overheat. We're not expecting rain, at least for race day. But if we check the calendar, we have got some medium intensity rain on Saturday. Which will affect potentially both sprint and then main quali as well. Will be dry, as you can see on the Friday, and very hot as well for practice and sprint quali. A little bit cooler on race day compared to Friday, but temperatures could still be a little high on the track. So we'll see what that looks like. Not quite sure what I want to do with tyre strategy here. We've got very, very good tyre wear. We might be able to make a soft, medium work. More likely, it's probably going to be soft, medium. We may even have to throw in a set of hards as well, but hopefully we can get away without using the hards. So, let's set some targets. So, because our car is slipping down the order a little bit, Max's top target now is 11th. I think we can do that. And Norris is still 16th, and we should be able to do that as well. So, let's head to Melbourne.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high.
In this round, the teams have 2 races to contend with both the sprint and the Grand Prix offering the chance to bag some championship points.
Let's get on with the weekend.
Being asked, what's the performance chart looking like? That's a good question. We haven't looked, have we? So let me open up a window and let's have a look. Okay. So we've stagnated a little bit, as you can see. This is actually set just a couple of days before the Grand Prix. So actually, let's get the most up-to-date save that we can. We'll take the auto save and drop that in. And let's have a look. There we go. So, we are here at the bottom. We're on 79.2% overall car performance. So, we definitely lost some ground to Aston. The gap's now up to about 5.5%. So, we lost a little bit of performance there. But we are 1.3, 1.4% behind Haas, who are the next worst team. McLaren have moved up into 9th. Audi have dipped to 8th. Mercedes is there. There's Maserati. They got off to a very strong start and then have stayed ahead. So yeah, we're still in the mix. We're not too far away, which is the important thing. All right, fantastic stuff. So let's get our cars prepped and ready. No rookie tonight. Again, sprint weekend. As always, we just keep the main drivers in for that. Setup wise, we don't have the best engine already for Lando. We might well have to change his engine at 52% already. Max is at 69 as well, which isn't great after just 3 races. Alright, let's put some good fuel in the car. We're going to go... Probably going to need to come in again. So we're just going to put 20 laps of fuel in. We'll come in and we'll make a change. And then we'll send them back out again. We will use the hard tyres. Yeah, I saw the draw, Farah. Well, I saw that we drawn Galatasaray. That's all I really paid attention to. So I've not seen who else has got who. Right, let's get some setups on the car. Now, more often than not, this one tends to gravitate towards a 7.3, but it could be a 6.4, it could be an 8.2, and I just know if I go with a 7.3, it could be either of those two. So because it's going to be easier to go from the outside in. We're going to do one car with a 6.4 and one car with an 8.2 on the roll bar. So let's start with a 7.5 on the front. We'll go with a 13 on the rear. That's pretty much standard for Melbourne. We'll go with an 8.2. And then let's drop this down a little bit. And let's drop that down a bit as well. And we are prepped with Lando Norris. And then for Max, we'll go the opposite way. So we'll go with a 6.4. So we'll go with a bit more front wing on Max's car. We'll go with an 8.5 and a 13. We'll go with a 6.4. And then we'll go slightly higher on the camber and a fair bit higher on the toe. Let's go up to about there. And let's send them out. Evening, Johnny.
4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, green light. Radio check.
Yeah, radio check.
Good for me too.
I don't think... I'm trying to think. Have Arsenal ever won
Copy. Loud and
the
clear.
Champions League? Well, not the Champions League. The European Cup in
Reminder,
general.
full brake temperature.
I don't know if they ever have.
And we need you to push this out lap.
Confirm. Yeah, confirm. Try to reduce the hit on the curb.
Yeah.
All right. Let's speed our boys up. We have got some rookies running. Nicola Lacourt is getting a run. Interesting. Duan's got a penalty to carry across. Walid Sharik is running. Vittoria Figueiredo is running.
We need to work on the tire.
Subtly Lindsley is running, and that is a penalty on that car as well. That is one of the Audis, I think. No, that's one of the HiTechs. Wright Buckley getting a run out at Williams. Fornaroli getting a run at Maserati. Luigi Dalla getting another run at Aston, and so is Callum Boyson. I remember Arsenal winning the Cup Winners' Cup. It's the only major European trophy that we never won.
Any comments though?
This definitely felt better.
Copy that.
We have feedback from Max. Let's have a look at it. 94, that's a strong start. Just gotta wait on Lando. He's at 90, that's not bad. But anything that's more than 8% away generally means that something is needing to change. So that could be the roll bar. It could be a 7.3 roll bar. We'll let them finish their runs.
The tires. And try to work on your front tires.
Here they come into the pits.
Speed limiter on, please. Stop on the
Let's
mark.
see. So we need to find 6%, and we're going to get that by probably playing about with the camber, because we need to move the traction as well, which is our roll bar. So let's drop that down a bit. Actually, no, let's push that up a bit, because I want to bring the front wing back down to an 8. Let's give that a go. That'll give us a nice little step there, a small step there, a little step there. Hopefully that's back where it should be. Hopefully that won't break. Let's give that a go, and we'll stick a little bit more fuel in the car just in case. There we go. We're at 96% prep already based off that setup run. So we should be fine. And now we'll do Lando, and indeed it is the roll bar that needs to change. So let's bring that down to a 7.3. And let's see, I think all of that might be just a little bit too much. So we're going to bring that up a bit. Let's bring this up a little bit as well. Give that a go. Oh, I forgot to put extra fuel in Lando. Never mind. We'll do that in a second. There we go.
Coming past
So,
you now.
both of them back on track.
warning,
Let's speed
reminder.
time up again.
Yeah.
See how these setup changes work.
And try to keep the temperature on the tires.
I'm just looking at the draw in a bit more detail now. Ooh, Chelsea have got it rough away to PSG. Real City, that's going to be a big game. I'd imagine that Bayern are going to get through, so whoever wins against Real and City will then have to face almost certainly Bayern in the next round. That's going to be a tough side of the draw. Newcastle against Barcelona, that's going to be an interesting one. Tottenham Atletico. Arsenal Bayern against then either Sporting. Yeah, Arsenal have definitely got the right side of the draw, haven't they? That's not the first time Real and City have met in the Champions League, I don't think. I think they met a couple of seasons ago. I'm sure they've met more than once as well. Yeah, we've definitely got the harder side of the draw. The much harder side of the draw. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's a very tough road for us to the final. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, RW, if you're being sarcastic or not. Right, let's speed these boys back up again. There we go. Oh, look at that. So close. 99%. So just needs one little click of toe to fix that. That'll be easy enough. How about Lando? 93. Okay, so still a fair bit of work to do on Lando.
Copy that.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
That is the checkered flag indeed. We should have 100% prep with both drivers, even though the setups aren't quite there. And we do. Lovely stuff. It would be nice if we could get the setups up to 100, but that is not essential. The good thing is that we've got some wiggle room on Lando, so hopefully we won't get it worse. But if we do, we should still stay at 100%. All right, that is the prep side done. Qualifying for the sprint is next.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
So decision time. Do I put new engines in the car? Well, that's an easy fix. That can only go down. So there we go. That's maxed at 100%. Right, what do I need here? Still need 7%. That's potentially too much. Da. I'm going to go with that and see what happens. At least we'll figure it out in time for the main qualifying after the sprint. So a 49% engine. It's not the end of the world, but this is a power circuit. It's a very fast circuit. Norris's engine's already getting to the point where it could start to develop an issue. Max's is a little bit better. So I think we'll probably stick with Max, but I think for Lando, if this was something like Monaco, I might have gambled with that engine, but I don't want to be down too much in terms of power. You know what? Let's see how we do in the sprint. We can always change again after the sprint. So let's at least get the sprint done with this engine, and then we can assess pace and see if we need to make that change. So no setup changes. Well, setup changes are in. No part changes. We're going to have to use these tyres here. Let's hit the track.
Green light.
Paramount have bought out Warner Brothers. I know Netflix weren't interested in everything. They were only interested in like some of it, so they were going to just let the rest of it run as its own company. But yeah, that is that's an awful lot. We've got a few cars out early already. Both Ferraris are out. Freddie Vesti's out. Both Mercedes are out. We're tucked up behind Antonelli. We've got Bortoletto and Gasly out. O'Ward, Lawson as well. And we do have a little bit of traffic.
Clear. It will be mode push for last corner.
Gap is good. Good to go.
It's going to be in the way on this lap. It's a yellow flag. Someone's made a mistake already. That's one of the Red Bulls, sorry, one of the Fords comes out. That's Oscar. I missed the notification there. Was that Pato making a mistake? Norris coming up to the back of Yuki Tsunoda, I think. No, Liam Lawson. No, get out of the way. Ah. Right, that Ferrari should have started pushing. It has, which means we'll get a tiny little toe here across the final sector. Oh, and he has to peel out. Oh, what a shame for Ollie Bearman there. Norris goes top briefly, 113.9. Antonelli goes quicker by 0.2. What about Max? He pops up a tenth.
Yeah,
Oh, Christ. Half a tenth quicker than Lando. There's Sainz popping in. Freddie Vesti's looking pretty quick at the moment.
Quite good.
Oh no, we lost Rob Grant. I didn't see that. That's a shame. Freddie Vesti goes up to P3, and we are going to be on for yet another very tight qualifying around this circuit, I think. Porsche pops up to second. Let's see, there's a lot of cars in place here. Let's see how Oscar's getting on.
Landing for lane.
Yeah, I'm in.
And that's Leclerc just starting to push in front of him. And is that Sainz returning to the pits? Yes, it is. Oh, Leclerc has to pull over. So Leclerc's lap is going to be toast. Let's see if he gets held up by Oscar here as well. Just to really rub it in. No, Oscar gets out of the way. But that's going to be a terrible first sector for Charles Leclerc. So his teammate did 26.2. Let's see what Leclerc does in the first sector. The 25.6. Yeah, that's terrible. Actually, no way. That's actually quicker, isn't it? So it's just a really bad first sector for Oscar then, a 26.2. There we go. Albon did a 25.0, so that's a bit more like it. That's what the pace should be. Welcome back, Gina. Hope dinner was good. Doohan pops up into 6th to separate our two drivers. And Leclerc is through up into 10th place. Half a second away, and that half a second was lost in the first sector. Having to pull over for his teammate. Albon goes top by 1/100th of a second. Here comes George. I think that's Drogovic about to hit the pits. Yes, it is. Hadjar pops up to P6. And Russell goes top. And it is looking quite tight, look. Some of these cars down here have definitely been blocked on their runs. So expect things to get a little tighter. Out goes the Ferrari of Ollie Bearman. Gasly and O'Ward also starting another run. You're having a torrid time with Ferrari. How bad, Army? Ooh, yellow flag. Bearman. Evening, Daniel.
And that's... Oh, no,
That's very
not
wide.
quite what they would have wanted. That won't do the floor of the car any good at all.
Right, starting to get a little bit of movement now from the rest of the grids. It's a very short lap, so you can go out with about 2 minutes to go, but we want to go out a little bit higher than that. Oh, someone's out, Gasly. That's a red flag. So it's going to be a mad scramble now as soon as the session gets underway again.
And just like that, the hopes of the team start to dwindle.
Is that season 1 or season 2? Or what season you on, Army? Right, we're going to be the first ones, hopefully, the first ones out of the pits. Oh my God, Norris is sat there trying to get out. There he goes. Wow, a whole heap of cars got out in front of us. Oh, for the disappointment of only being P4 in the Constructors in your first season. Right, so there's a chance that a couple of these cars might not get round in time. Looks like some of them aren't coming out at all, actually. Yeah, neither McLaren's made their way back on track. Albon's still in there. Both Mercedes still in there. Sainz still in the garage. So they're gambling that they've done enough to get through. I mean, they probably have, but if this is a really, really tight session, somebody could be left with egg on their face.
We're looking good. Go now.
And track is clear, track clear. Charge button off for last corner.
tight, but O'Ward will make it across the line. There we go, crosses the line with 10 seconds to go. Looking okay in the first sector. Piastri definitely needs to find something because he is in danger of being eliminated. Good set. This is going to be so tight, this qualifying session. Right, Max goes top. McLaren Piastri are up improved. Norris goes P3. Freddie Vesti was the last of the cars that didn't run. Bearman is out. Bortoletto's out. Schumacher's out. Gasly's out, obviously. Campato bump out Lindblad. Don't think he can. No, he can't. He stays bottom, but yeah, look at that. Just 4/10 from first to 16th. Ah, dear. This will actually be the knockout system that will be used in F1 this year, now that we'll have 22 cars for real. They are adopting the same method of eliminating cars as the game does, so it'll be the bottom 6 from Q1 and then the bottom 6 from Q2. We will have a top 10 shootout as usual. So that's kind of handy. Don't have to change the coding in the game to match qualifying. We're at 100% there. We didn't get it right. That is actually still a 7.3, but should be a little easier to figure out from there. So let's pull that back down to a 7. Checking the front wing against braking and cornering. It's not a pole position yet, Gina. We've got 2 more sessions to go yet.
So now we have green light.
So Lindblad's out first, then it's Norris, then Leclerc, then Verstappen. Next series will probably be the historical series. I'm just still waiting for that next update to be dropped before we get that started to fix some of those bugs that I discovered. We're going to be running this series for at least another couple of seasons.
Track is clear. Track is
we've got
clear.
a lot of traffic.
And will be touched button
Always
off
get a
for
lot
us
of traffic.
Okay, gap is good.
Right, let's check in with Lando. He's going to be hitting that first. Someone just going into turn 1 now. It's a Williams. Gets out of the way nicely. Stays out of the way for Max. Next up, we've got Sainz. There he is. Gets out of the way. Even in PR, chat does seem to be working properly today. Oh, this final sector is going to be a mess. Threading the needle. Ah, Max is ruined in that final sector. So Lindblad sets the initial pace. Norris not quick enough to beat him. He's 4/10 off. Max is going to be even further off. Leclerc is slow, because he got blocked as well. Max just a little bit quicker, 10th quicker.
Lap time looks pretty competitive at the moment.
Yeah, chat was playing up all across YouTube. It wasn't just us, it was everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Watch for traffic with Verstappen.
Right, George is looking quick. Tucked up behind Antonelli by the look of it. Kimi goes 7th. George got held up really badly in the opening sector. Kimi got held up in the opening sector as well by the look of it. What about Teo?
I'm in.
Teo's only good enough for P9. I'm going to go now. So I sent Norris first, but because someone was coming into the pits and we had to wait for that, it actually delayed. Max got out ahead of Norris. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Colapinto leaving the pits now. Oh no, here they all come, look. I was hoping we could avoid, well actually only 2 so far. I was hoping we could avoid the worst of the traffic by going slightly early. Still might.
Gap is currently good. Good to go.
Max needs a clean
Track
run.
Clear, track clear. There will be mode push for last corner, mode push.
We'll have a Mercedes to deal with. Ah, damn it. Compromised in the opening sector for both drivers. How bad was it for Max? Max might be out. Yeah, 27.6, Max is out. Ah, so annoying. Nothing we could do about that, unfortunately. It's the worst possible place on this circuit to meet another car as it's coming out of the pits into turn 1. Norris is now at the mercy of the rest of the grid, and I don't think he's going to be able to get through.
I'm in.
Unless someone puts it in the wall.
And we need to try to avoid locking.
Yeah, confirm.
No, it's not. Oh no, it's Colapinto.
Now this is where the RB driver's involved. Everything's all right here.
This is to
Very heavy on
start
the
his
brakes.
flying lap,
Just
so
unable
he
to
won't be
do much
improving.
about it.
At least not enough to get in the top 10. No, he's already in the top 10. Damn. Alright, I don't want to sit there and just watch everybody slowly trickle past me, so let's just do it quickly. Yeah, there we go. We're out with both cars. 13th and 16th for the sprint. That's not great. Pace didn't seem too bad though, so I think we will we'll certainly run these engines in the sprint. We'll see how we do after the sprint, but let's see who sticks it on pole. Somehow I don't think it'll be Jack. It's not, it's Charles. Charles on pole, ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Hadjar up into 3rd place with Lindblad alongside him in 4th. Then it's Freddie Vesti and Kimi Antonelli, George and Oscar, Alex and Jack on row 5. So also out with us in Q2 was Colapinto, Porsche, Sainz, Lawson and Verstappen and Norris. All right.
Well, it's a different format this weekend, with a sprint set to spice up today's events.
And of course, the big incentive here is getting a few extra points on the board, with the top finishers in the sprint set to add to their championship tally.
So we are going to start wet, and quite wet. Look, 3.77 mil on the track. We could go to full wets briefly, but I don't think it's going to be enough sustained weather to keep the full wets. Let's take a look at the strategy window so we can see the track graph. No, it's just going to get drier all the way through. Okay, so we'll start with these inters then. We're going to put an extra lap of fuel in. I'm going to gun it off the line and hope. Oh man, we made the car even worse. There we go. So we're set, we're prepped. The start of the Aussie Sprint is next.
All the drivers on the grid about to take to Melbourne for the sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
You can do this.
Okay.
Right, Max is going to have a little look. And can't get alongside the Ferrari.
Contact.
Can hold off Drugovic, though. Got a good run. Norris is down a place. No, Norris is up a place. Norris is up another place. Excellent start from Lando here.
When you can you tell us how the track is?
He's up into 10th. Norris is storming. Max is past sights.
Mega. Very good job.
Let's have a look at that. Now the focus is on Lando Norris here.
Yeah, we got past Doohan really quickly there.
It's there
Wow,
for the taking.
super quick. And we're already looking on the back of the
Lando says,
McLaren as
"Thank you
well.
very much."
George is going to get dive bombed. And there we go. What a great start from Lando Norris. Max gets another place. Gets past Théo Pourchaire. Norris just one place away from the points at the moment.
Try to reduce curb use and it's unsettling the car.
Can we get a dive bomb here on Albon? I think we're a little far back. Yeah, we're a little far back. All right, let's calm the tyres down so they don't melt.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
Let's ease off on the batteries as well.
Just cool your tyres.
Okay.
Charge on.
And charge button on. Charge on.
Wow, where's that pace come from, Norris? Oh, come on! Don't toy with my emotions like that. And all of a sudden, we're under pressure.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Yeah, under real pressure. Russell's getting feisty. Here we go, back in range of Albon again.
On.
Max coming under pressure from Théo Pourchaire. And Pourchaire gets the move done.
What's going on? I had no straight right speed.
Here's the replay. Look at the Mercedes.
Yeah, he just got a really good run. He was looking aggressive. And yeah, Through he goes. Oh God, I thought Sainz had got us as well. That was just a delayed message from Mark. I'm panicking for a second. It's like, don't tell me Sainz got me too. He still might. He's not that far behind. Our initial pace starting to fall away a bit. I think let's just push the tyres harder.
And we need to increase pushing status.
Car was working really well when we were gunning it.
Increase pace, it would be a good time to do it. Load push.
Yeah, pressure's mounting on Norris. Max might be able to make the move back on Teo here. Yeah, little think about it. Just twitch for a second. There we go. Another little look.
Cool the car as much as you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Just letting him know we're there. 15 laps to go. Track is going to start drying up. It's down to 3 mil. And it's only going to get drier. Oh, come on, Max. You could have stepped out and had a look there. So, lap 6, Yuki Tsunoda leads from Charles Leclerc. Hadjar's in 3rd with Lindblad 4th. Then it's Antonelli and Vesti. Piastri 7th, Albon in 8th. It's that final points position. Norris 9th, but having to fight Russell all the time. Colapinto 11th, 12th for Doohan, 13th for Lawson. Back into 14th now for Max Verstappen. He's out of battery.
He's 1.3 seconds behind.
Porsche now down to 15th place. There's the overtake.
Not too bad, huh?
Not too bad at all.
Okay, charge on.
Definitely a chance to punch past Lawson here as well. Gap has exploded up there, down to 2 seconds. That's the pressure from George, trying to find that way through.
Yeah, it's raining more.
It's not raining more. The rain's getting less. Well, the track water level's getting less. It might be raining slightly more, but... Ooh, is that George making a little mistake there? Looks like he just had a bad run. Maybe he was trying for an overtake and lost a bit of momentum, but you just saw Colapinto having a little look at him there. Whoa, what a move there from Lawson. Just powering past Doohan on the straight. It's kind of nice actually sit and watch an overtake in front of us like that. We don't see that too often. got a yellow flag. I'm going to start to cool the tyres down now. The track is definitely drying up. There's a lock-up for Teo behind us.
Right, we're taking the second corner.
So Teo's been struggling. You can see Sainz has got ahead of him.
Now they did leave it very late.
And then there's the lock-up. And Bearman pushing Bortoletto onto the grass at the same time as Porsche tried to rejoin. That could have been messy. Piastri gets ahead of Vesti. New fastest lap for Alex Albon. The gap now 5 seconds back to Norris. George still trying to punch his way through past us. Max under pressure from Sainz. Again, just trying to cool those tyres down. It's getting harder to control the temperatures with less water on the track. Easier for Lando because he's got clear air in front of him. In fact, we can actually push Lando a little bit harder again.
And tires are good to push.
There we go. Max's tyres finally starting to cool down. Would like to get a little bit more battery back into Max, but just not viable at the moment. Not with these advances from Sainz. There we go, we hold the position. Better lap from Lando last time around. Well, this time around, sorry. 25.9, gap down to 4.6 seconds. Russell's still right there though.
We're okay
still
to
gaining
push
a little bit of fuel
harder if
as well. I thought we would burn some of it off. That hasn't been the case yet. New personal best for Max. I mean, that's not a surprise given that the track is drying. Lando's having to drive so defensively though. That gap's back up to 5.5 seconds again. Look at the pressure George is putting on him, trying to find a way through. We just saw Sainz and Max, there they are in the background. Ten laps to go. Yuki leads from Charles Leclerc. Hadjar still third and Lindblad fourth. Fifth for Antonelli, sixth for Oscar, having got past Freddie Vesti. Albon still holds 8th place in that final point. The gap is probably a bit too big because we're under so much pressure. We can't really close it down. We can have another try and attempt to break away.
You can push.
Evening, Mike. No, I was just so tired that I overslept. I woke up, you know, from my nap too late to start the stream without finishing at silly o'clock in the morning. Right, Norris has broken clear of George. George under a lot of pressure from Colapinto. There is Colapinto. Here comes Sainz again. Track water level is just creeping back up slightly. Norris sets the fastest lap, a 122.7. And Russell is now trying to break away as well.
P9 at the moment. In front we have Albon. Gap to him 2.0. Russell behind.
And we're almost on to Albon and Vesti.
In front is
We've had to destroy the battery to get there, but
Gap to him 0.9.
there we go, we're in range.
Continue like this. Charge on.
Failed overtake and no battery means that that gap just shot back up again, and George is caught up as well. So here comes the pressure again.
You could save less.
New fastest lap now for George,
Behind we
122.3.
have Russell.
Still bragging rights only on fastest laps, no bonus point for that.
All right, let's concentrate.
Put a little bit of manners on George, but the gap already nearly 2 seconds again.
Charge on.
Charge button on, please.
Right, so let's leave Norris like this now. See if we can start to close that gap back up again. More battery would be nice, but with George right there, just can't do it. You can see how much Max has lost in terms of time by harvesting for a couple of laps, but we've got some battery in this car now. We're not going to get Max any higher, or not high enough to get into the points, I don't think. But we still have that outside chance of a point with Norris. We're still gaining fuel as well, which I am amazed by. I thought we would have burnt at least a kilo of fuel by now.
Russell.
We started with 1.8 kilos of extra fuel, and we've gained 0.4 kilos since this race started. And we've been in full tyre push all the way, or full braking zone push all the way through. Tsunoda and Hadjar fighting at the front. Hadjar briefly... No, Hadjar's got past Leclerc, sorry. Evening, Adrian. I'm not seeing Adrian in the chat. Is Adrian here, or is Wayne just being Wayne? He's being Wayne.
Race is long.
Had me worried that stream was playing, chat was playing up again. Right, it'll be 5 laps to go at the end of this lap. Norris still just out of range. We've got an issue for Antonelli.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
That might slow down the cars behind enough for Norris to get back in range again. Don't know what the issue is.
Mode push.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
Yeah, all good.
New fastest lap for Teo. 121.6. Track definitely drying again. Below 2 mil now. Max is breaking away from Sainz nicely, closing straight back up on Doohan and Co. All tucked up behind. We might actually see him pop up in a moment. In the background. Yeah, there he is. There's Max. He's closing in very quickly.
Cool your tyres.
Okay.
Charge on.
And boost.
New fastest lap for Max. A 120.6 means absolutely nothing other than we get to stick 2 fingers up to everybody else and go, nah, we're quicker. On 1 lap.
And 4 laps to
We're
go.
quicker on 1 lap. 4 laps left. We are 3 seconds behind Albon. We've cooled the tyres down though, so we're going to have another little
Gap to him,
charge and see if we
2.6.
can close back in. Colapinto gets past George. Ooh.
The tyre guys believe that we can increase pace in turn 12 a little bit.
Tyres are still looking great in terms of grip, aren't they? Just wanted to get the temperatures down. George under pressure from Lawson. I wonder if George is charging his battery. There's Max.
Pick the pace back up.
Three laps to go.
Do your best. Mode push. Cool the car as much as you can. Charge on.
Caught doing napping there.
Emergency available.
Yeah, confirm.
So Leclerc just got up into second place.
2 laps to go.
Confirm.
All right, we've broken away from Colapinto. We don't have enough battery for 2 laps.
Gap to him 1.7.
Max is not going to get anywhere near the points, but may get an extra place. We'll see. But if we are going to get a point with Norris, we have to get Albon quickly.
Yeah, confirm. Yeah, confirm. Yeah.
And he's going to use the last of his battery now to stay ahead of us. You watch. Sainz gets past Doohan.
And just a reminder on DRS.
Confirm.
No, he's driving away from us.
Go mode push now.
Last lap.
Yeah, confirm.
We're not going to get the point. Oh, it's so hard. Hadjar's dropped down to 5th place. I mean, it's still points, but I mean, he was challenging for the win at one point. It's still really tight, though. Look how close the whole field is. Still, Porsche's dropped back a little bit, but I mean, he did cook his tyres slightly with that mistake of his. There we go. It's going to be P9 and P13. I mean, it's not bad. We had a fantastic start with Norris, and then that was as far as we got. Max made up a couple of places as well, but was having to fight a lot. Both drivers having to drive very defensively, and Yuki will win the opening, well, not the opening sprint, the second sprint of the season.
And their hard work is rewarded with maximum points.
A bad day for Lando Norris, who was unable to secure any points in today's sprint.
A P9 finish today and lots to think about.
Confirmation then of the final sprint results. It is Yuki Tsunoda taking the win ahead of Charles Leclerc. Lindblad in 3rd, Oscar 4th. Then it's Hadjar in 5th place. 6th place for Kimi, 7th for Freddie Vesti, 8th for Alex Albon. Norris just missing out in the end in 9th. Colapinto 10th ahead of George Russell. Liam Lawson, Verstappen 13th. 14th for Sainz in the Ferrari. Then it's Jack Doohan down in 15th place. 16th for Mick. 17th for Felipe Drugovich. 18th for Bearman. 19th for Bortoletto. And 20th for Pato O'Ward. Then Gasly and Porsche bringing up the back of the grid. Next up is qualifying for the main Grand Prix.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
These days, it's a much faster layout here at Albert Park, and teams need to focus on getting high and medium speed cornering right to set a good qualifying time.
Aston Martin's driver there, of course. How do you think they'll do today, Karun?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts.
Right, are we going to start wet? No, it's going to be a dry start to quali. We do have some changes we need to make to Norris's car. At least we know where the front wing's supposed to be now. That needs to go to a 7.3. We need to bring this back to compensate for that. Looks like we're looking at a maybe... I don't think an 8.5 is going to do it. Let's try... Is that going to be enough? Might be. We're going to try that. I mean, it can't be any worse. It should be better. Might be spot on. Might be just off. We'll see. I think we'll stick with this engine. No, wait, this is dry now, isn't it? Let's take a look. What's the engine down to? 48%. Yeah, we'll go one more race. We'll make this probably the final race with this engine. Let's put Max on some mediums as well. No need to change his setup. We've got it spot on. Let's hit the track and see how we do. Oh, no. I've made a mistake. A horrible mistake. Oh, no, wait. It's all right. I was panicking. I just saw rain due in 5 minutes.
And if possible, some full throttle will help for tyre temps.
Yeah, good.
Brake warming reminder.
Whew. That could have been disastrous. That could have been us out in Q1. Whole grid is peeling out to get a lap in before the track gets a little bit damp. Just Yuki Tsunoda to pop out. If he waits till I'm just about to start my lap, I'm going to kill him. If Yuki doesn't pop out, then it means he might be having to brake park. No, he could have done that now. Where is Yuki? I'm worried. Don't you dare do it, Yuki. Don't you dare do it. Don't be a dick, Yuki.
It will be charge button off for last corner.
Don't be a dick.
Track will be clear. Okay, you are good to go.
All right, now you can pop out and screw up everyone else's lap.
So you're in a good position.
He's not coming out. Oh, don't tell me he's going to come out just as it starts raining. That'd be hilarious. So Norris has the pace in the opening sector, but Bearman is much quicker. Again, we're on medium tyres, so we're not going to be staying top of the leaderboard for very long. Only until Bearman crosses the line, then we're going to get dumped all the way down the order very quickly. Norris
At the
ahead of
moment,
Max,
yeah,
and Bearman quicker than us.
So
That's
you're
no
currently
surprise
P4.
there. So
That's
yeah,
perfect.
everyone's going to start piling in very good
Slow
times
down
and start
and
pushing
box.
us down.
Yep.
Still no sign of Yuki Tsunoda. So at least we won't be completely bottom. We're going to do another run on these mediums before we put the hards on.
So we have some drivers reporting very light rain.
Okay.
Landing pit lane.
Speed limiter on. Will be stop on the marks and focus being in the middle of the box.
Going to go out again with about 9 to 10 minutes left. Let's speed time up briefly. There's Yuki, making his way out. Isaac going back out as well. Track's still getting a little bit worse, but it should start drying up very, very soon. It's going to wait till Dragovic comes around.
No more rain expected.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
There we go. Track is slowly starting to dry up again. This is, again, just another prep lap. We'll be putting softs on after this run for the final attempt on the track. And it's back down to its best.
Should have no traffic issues. And you are good to go.
Track is clear.
And Yuki sets the time, and it's not that quick. Not that quick at all.
Corner.
But then he did go out when the track was probably at its worst. A little bit of traffic ahead here for Max. There's one, there's the other. See how Lando's getting on with his traffic. Yuki's going to get in the way. Yuki's going to be a dick. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. It's not a good lap for Norris. But it doesn't need to be. It's just about completing the run to get that extra little top up on the confidence. Max is into... we can turn that off. Max into peak confidence now and improves to P20.
What is going on? I had no straight line speed.
And Norris into peak as well. So, we'll get back to the pits. We'll slap on a set of soft tyres. Get off these scrub mediums. And see what we can actually do.
Go for it.
Final corner for Freddie Vesti. He is improving. And he improves up to P4. Should have time for another run. That is Pato behind, I think. No, that's Colapinto, I think. No, that's Colapinto. Wait, who is behind Freddie?
I'm in.
Oh, it's a Ford.
Watch your speed in the pit lane.
It's Charles Leclerc. I was trying to figure out who it was. Some of these cars sometimes do catch me out. A couple of times I've thought that the Ford is us. A couple of times I've thought it's a Maserati. Depends on the light conditions.
Rally police.
Speed limiter on and speed limiter on. And then stopping in front of the garage.
Ooh, Antonelli's issues back again.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some kind of fault.
Ooh, and that's bad because it's gone orange, which means that will have to be replaced at the end of this session of qualifying. Which means if he does make it through, he'll take no further part, and that will be a pit lane start for Kimi. So that's one fast boy out of the way. You see Schumacher in the background, also starting a lap. Little gaggle of cars here as Colapinto dives in, as does Théo Pourchaire. Across the line to start a lap is Alex Albon. Lindblad just went purple in the first sector. busy in the pit lane now as everyone's getting ready to start their laps or come in. Anyone who's in the pit lane now still has a chance to get out and have another run.
So watch out for the next
Lindblad
car.
is top. Yuki's just gone purple in the first sector. And are we going to block Mick here? Or is Mick done? No, Mick's done.
We'll need good warm up on the brakes.
Yeah, confirm.
So Sonoda's looking very quick. As Sainz dives into the pits, he will not have time to go again, so Sainz is done. And Yuki goes second.
So you're in a good position.
Not bad for Yuki Tsunoda. I believe Doohan is in front of us on his way back to the pits. Yes, he is. Oh, and he goes very wide. Trying to get out of our way.
Good to go.
Watch for traffic.
So Max starts his lap.
Mode push for last
Norris
corner.
is about to
Mode
start
push.
his lap. Freddie Vesti and I think Gasly pushing in front. Not sure. Yeah, Gasly's there, and it is Freddie Vesti. Gasly and Vesti. So they're both pushing, so that's no threat of slowdown in front. We have got another car in front that's a bit slow. That is Hadjar on an in lap. Oh, we're going to catch him in a bad spot. I'm going to catch him in a bad spot. Got away with that. Right, let's see if Lando gets through without any hold up. Out of the way, Isaac. Thank you. All right, here comes Max around the final corner. Have we done enough to get through? It's so tight, look. Just 4.5 tenths. Max is not through. He's 18th. What about Lando? Lando goes P4. Oh, Max had a bad first sector, look. Max had a bad first sector. Ah, damn it. So, it's going to be a painful afternoon for Max. Again, qualifying really badly. But Norris is comfortably through to the next session. Antonelli is out along with Isaac Hadjar, Max Verstappen, Alex Albon, Pato O'Ward and Gabriel Bortoletto. Looks like it'll be a dry start to the next session. We will use those tyres. And look at that. We got Norris's car to 100%. Fantastic. Right. Are we going to get any rain in this session? We are. Let's get out before everyone else.
So now we have green light.
Oscar's going to come out right behind us. Thank you, Oscar. Damn it.
Try to work on the front tires.
Okay.
So I think, again, we'll have a chance to improve right at the end of the session here. So we'll probably just stay in the garage until that point and then put on a brand new set of softs. Whole field coming out again. Even Yuki this time. All right, Lando, let's get a good time on the board, please.
Track clear. Start the lap.
First split coming up. Track's getting a little darker. Look, the sky's getting a little darker. Max is a little bit quicker than us, but he is right behind us, so no surprise there. We've got a red flag. Oh, is that Oscar or is that Gasly? It's neither. It's George. Oh, yeah, that's a big backwards hit.
Oh my goodness.
Crikey. Blimey.
And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
Interestingly, there, someone was wearing George Russell's crash helmet in the garage. I don't think I've seen that one before. That's a new little visual bug. Okay, so we're going to restart with a damp track. Oh no, it's dry again. So we cleared that water, but we don't have long... No, wait, hang on. We've got plenty of time left. We've got 12 minutes. Let's get out and set a time on these now slightly scrubbed, more scrubbed tyres. That's one less car we're going to have to fight for positions with. So, thank you, George. And because nobody's set a time, expect the whole grid to come piling out again. Just waiting on Yuki. Oh, he's going to be a dick, isn't he? Damn it, Yuki.
And track is clear, track clear. Charge button off for last corner, charge button off.
All right, let's try this again, shall we? Let's see if we can set a good time. I mean, it's not going to be great. I'm taking the best out of these tyres already. It should be good enough, I think, for an opening gambit anyway. Again, we've got fresh tyres to come. Slower than our first run through there. Quicker than Bearman and doing. We're the first person to set a sector in the middle sector, and it was purple briefly. Sights stole that from us. Middle sector around here is so short that, you know, everyone should be within a tenth or so of each other. There we go, 114.3. Science goes a couple of cents quicker. We're ahead of Bearman. Limblad goes top. We're now 5.5 tenths away. Quicker than doing. Claire up into second, now Porsche second. Schumacher goes top. Wow, both HiTechs looking pretty pacey. That'll be a hell of a turnaround for HiTech if they lock out the front row here today. I doubt they'll stay there, but or at least I doubt they'll both stay there, but you never know. And Yuki finally makes his way onto the track. He will pretty much have the track to himself. As we return to the pits, we've got a brand new set of boots on.
And speed limiter on. And stop on the marks. All right, let's watch Yuki's lap. See how he does.
definitely going to be quicker than us. Oh, maybe not. Yuki did a Yuki. He's aborted the lap. He's going to go straight to the pits. And it won't even count as a complete lap because he hasn't crossed the control line. It's a bit further down the garage. Yeah, I wonder if I have that kind of power. Let's try it again. I don't know where to go now. It's probably not a good idea now. It's probably left it too late. I think everyone's going to be waiting for the very end of the session. Might try and be the last one on track, but if we get a mistake that throws out a red flag, we won't be making it through. We're going to wait. Let's speed time up a little bit. Oh, wow. They're all piling out. Look. Alright, time to hit the track. Enough of a little bit of a gap behind not doing Djokovic. So if he makes a mistake, he should hopefully clear before we get there in terms of a lockup or a spin. But we are now at the mercy of somebody making a red flag issue because there won't be time now for another run. So we are locked in. There is Gasly starting his lap. Bearman not too far behind. He's just crossed the line now. Then it'll be Vesti. He's just coming out of the final turn now. It's 25.3. No improvement for Pierre Gasly. What about Bearman? Bearman does improve by a tenth. Well, he's a tenth quicker than Gasly. He's a personal best for Bearman. And Norris is about to start pushing. So, let's go.
Track is clear. Track is clear. And charge button off. Charge button off for last corner.
Right, across the line for Gasly. Don't think he improved. He stays ninth. Bearman next. He's on a personal best lap. Bearman goes up to P4. Next will be Freddie Vesti. Porsche looking very strong in the middle sector there with an 18.3. He's getting a toe behind one of the Astons. No personal best for Norris in the first sector. It's not improved. It's not good. Sainz goes top. Vesti's out. Doohan's out. Lawson's out. Gasly's out. Can we squeeze through? We've got to find a lot of time to bump Yuki. I don't think we can. Can we jump anybody here? It was a better final sector, but it just wasn't enough. We're at P14. So we've got our work cut out ahead of us for this Grand Prix. We know there are a couple of penalties that need to be served after qualifying. Lindblad has a 3-place penalty. Somebody else has a penalty as well. I forget who. But we are out of qualifying, unfortunately. So let's see who sticks it on pole position. It's Oscar at his home Grand Prix, ahead of Ollie Bearman, then Tsunoda, Drogovic, Leclerc, Lindblad with that penalty, then Colapinto, Sainz, Pourchaire, Schumacher. Who was the other penalty? Jack Doohan. Jack Doohan has a penalty as well. So, let's see the amended grid.
Well, the fans here are all set, every one of them eagerly awaiting the 58 laps of today's race.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate, from Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019.
The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. It's race day and final preparations are underway.
So, 3 places for Lindblad. He drops down to P9. That promotes Pourchaire, Sainz and Colapinto at 1 place each. And 3 places for Doohan, so that does promote Max. We've also got Russell and Antonelli starting from the pit lane. So Max will start P16. He's actually gained 3 places, which is quite nice. And then we have Norris still in P14, unfortunately. So let's take a look at strategy. And looking at that, I think we can go soft, medium. And do that. Very tempted to actually start on the mediums. And do that instead. Have that soft grip for when the track is a little bit grippier. Let's do the same for Max. I would expect we're going to see 2 stops from pretty much everybody. I mean, given that we are one of the best cars on the grid for tyre wear. Let's put 1 extra lap of fuel in for the first stint. If we get a safety car, we're going to end up with a lot of fuel, potentially. So I don't want to overdo it. But we should burn that off pretty quickly. See if we can make up some positions off the start. And we can't do anything with the engines at all now, so we're locked in. That's it. Prep is done. Strategies are chosen. The start of the Australian Grand Prix is next.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And for that man, Mick Schumacher, this could be an interesting race.
Starting P10 puts them in the right place to get some points, but there's still a lot to do.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Looks
and
like a
away
good
we
getaway
go.
off the line for Oscar there. Oh, Norris getting squeezed and Hadjar getting pushed off the track, and Max has now got a run on Lando. And potentially Freddie Vesti as well. And we've got a yellow flag behind us.
Avoid locking.
Okay.
That's George Russell
Let's
locking
see
up.
what
Of
happened
course,
then.
starting from the pit lane.
Now this was at turn 3.
Both he and Porsche, him,
There's the
Antonelli,
lock-up. By that point,
starting
it
from the
was
pit
just
lane
too
on
late.
soft tyres, and that's a big lock-up for George. Evening, Adrian. Bearman's got some damage. Is that engine wear, or is that underfloor? I wonder. Max with a, nearly with a run on Schumacher there.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now we're watching Max Verstappen here.
I see that
Gap
slipstream.
opens up for them.
Left
To
gap.
12th and sniffing at
Thank
those
you,
points
Lawson.
places.
And Norris gets him as well.
Second.
You're doing a good job.
Oh no, Lawson holds the outside and gets through.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now we're watching the action
So
closely.
Norris goes flying past Freddie
There's the opening.
and almost manages to complete the move on Liam Lawson as well, but Lawson
And
held
the
it out
overtake
around
is
the
made.
outside. Not a bad first lap.
And DRS enable.
And this time, Norris does get the move done. So we are 12th and 13th. It was a bad run for Lawson because Freddie went flying through as well. Let's watch Freddie come steaming through behind us. There he is. And watch how quickly he jumps. That's why Lawson hit the grass. And there is Freddie steaming through. Getting a good run on the back of us as well. So let's take a look at tyre choices. Hadjar, Bearman and Sonoda has started on hard tyres. Are they going for a one-stop? Could be. They could be going for the one-stop here. On softs, we've got Felipe Drugovich, Teo Porsche, Alex Albon, Antonelli and Russell. They're on softs. Everybody else is on the mediums. Let's turn Norris's tyres down a bit because he's in the dirty air.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
And let's give Max some battery.
Mode push.
I'll turn his tyres down as well now.
Get those tyres.
Fastest lap for
down.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah.
Charge on.
Yeah, definitely a little underpowered this weekend with our engines having taken a fair bit of abuse. But I'm hopeful the second half of the Grand Prix will come to us. We generally aren't quite as good as the AI in the first stint, but we've been very strong in the second half of the race so far this year. Oh, and that's a very smooth overtake there from Freddie. He made that look easy. He's going to have a run on Max as well. Yeah, look at this. Pushed this to the inside line, which then became the outside, and he just muscled his way through. Lovely move from Freddie there.
Use the energy.
Vesti's going to get his way past Max on this next lap. There he goes. Oh, wow, he's through already. Look at that. He's just rocketed past us. Is that speed or was that a battery overtake as well? I think it was possibly a little bit of both.
Okay, let's get on it. Still
better speed and
car behind is Norris.
And some battery as well, because he just launched past us here. Look at that. He just went rocketing through. Let's get Norris onto the back of Max, just to help him defend. Antonelli now up into P18. Russell's still down the back of the grid. Gasly gets past Schumacher for the final points position. Freddie's caught them already, look. He's just rocketed away from us.
You need to be mode push.
Okay.
Start button on.
Tsunoda overtakes Piastri. Don't do it, Lando. Don't do it, Lando. Thank you.
Charge on.
That's out of range already.
So deployed.
Oh no, it's not. He's in range. I thought he was out of range.
Start button on.
Whoops.
Start button on.
Comfort. Pretty much max pace.
Race is long.
They are queuing up behind us.
Charge button on. Charge button on. And charge button on.
Oh, look at them behind. Antonelli, Albon and Bortoletto went 3 wide, trying to find a way through past each other.
is just holding me up now.
At the moment, continue like this.
Yeah, confirm.
It doesn't sound happy. Trying to refill your battery, Norris. You'll get your time in front of Max. I just want you to get some battery first. A lot of little movement ahead of us. People switching positions.
Charge button on.
Porsche's up to P6.
Charge on.
Yeah.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Charge on.
Okay. Yeah, confirm.
Yeah, sooner or later we are going to have to release Norris. Otherwise he's going to get caught out by someone behind. Lawson and Ward side by side trying to be the first one to have a crack at Lando.
And we are free to fight. And we are happy with what you are doing on tires. Good job there.
Yeah, okay.
Energies are good. And charge button on. Charge button on. Charge button on. Charge button on. Charge button on.
Cool.
All right, so Norris is ready to move ahead. But I can't tell Max to just pull over because he'll lose like 4 positions, 5 positions in the process. Just hope he doesn't fight too hard.
Charge on.
Okay.
Ah, damn
Okay,
it. Colapinto went
push.
rocketing through.
Yeah.
Didn't want that.
Remember, long way to go in this race. Mode push, please. Mode push.
Yeah, okay.
We are 10 seconds off the back of Freddie Vesti already. And Max is in trouble. Hato gets through.
Now next car behind is Verstappen. Here's DRS.
Okay, charge on.
Okay.
Tricky start to the race so far.
For me, that's not okay.
Well, tough, Max. You had your
Charge
moment
button
where we
on,
protected
charge
you.
button
Now we're
on.
protecting Lando.
Charge on.
Got a battery to rebuild.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Cool your tyres.
Okay.
Charge button on.
Oh, I can't wait till we get the softs on. That'll make things easier. Well, theoretically, it'll make things easier. A lot of cars also have got softs to come. We may see some of these guys on the mediums go to a set of hards as well. So, I mean, there are one-stop possibilities out there.
Yeah.
Charge on.
And push now, everything you have.
Confirm.
No management on the tyres required.
We are holding them back every single opportunity they have. It's fantastic for us
What about
in some
tyres?
respects, but it's also putting us under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, tires are okay for now.
Look at them all just queuing up. I can only imagine that we are destroying their tyres as they're trying to punch their way through.
Charge on, please.
Why am I so slow? I don't know. I
after
think
these cars in
possibly
front.
the AI is just pushing a little harder than us, plus our engines aren't great. But I'm going to try braking away in a moment.
Cool the car as much as you can. Mode push, please. Mode push.
Max might... Oh, yeah, he has lost the place. Damn it.
Charge on.
Yeah, confirm.
Okay.
Let's see what our lap times are actually looking like. Not too bad. So since Award broke away from us, he hasn't really gone any further, and he's losing ground to Schumacher, but Schumacher's still in that train
How's
behind
DRS?
Tsunoda. So everyone's lapping at Tsunoda's pace at the moment.
And
Oh, lovely move from
energy
Max.
Available.
Now we're going to push and see if we can break away a little bit.
Go mode push.
Kimi's had enough of those softs. He's into the pits. Hard tyres, but it's too early to go all the way, so that's definitely a two-stop. I don't think realistic racing is working properly. I think I might need to reinstall the binary. But we've left Lawson behind, and is that a little bit of wear, or is that underfloor damage that's been picked up there?
Charge button on.
Alright.
Djokovic is into the pits.
Sick.
Just do your best.
Yeah, I think the AI's just been pushing harder than we have, and they're burning their tyres out faster. That's a set of softs. Maybe not then. Russell's in, getting off his softs. We'll see what happens when somebody boxes for mediums. Or gets their boxes off their mediums.
Charge on.
Charge on.
Sainz gets ahead of Gasly. And there we go. Porsche, Colapinto and Gasly all into the pits. Porsche getting off his soft tyres. And we've got some medium runners boxing now. Gasly and Porsche and Colapinto both getting off their mediums for soft, for hards even. Albon's in from behind us on a set of soft tyres. Bortoletto tries to sneak his way through, and we push him into the weeds.
So I'm definitely struggling a bit more.
Verstappen behind with DRS.
Yeah. Okay.
Saving battery while we've got DRS, and also because we're going to be boxing very, very soon. There goes
The
Lawson.
Astons may be boxing.
Tires are ready.
Yeah, copy. Yep. Okay.
Charge on.
Yeah.
Charge button on.
Confirm.
Verstappen behind with DRS.
Understood.
Charge on.
Oh man, this is bad. This is very bad. There we go. Max gets through.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Confirm.
Bearman's into the pits. Oh man, these guys are getting out before we're even getting through. We've got a lot of work to do on these next set of tyres.
Yeah, confirm.
Put some manners on Colapinto there. Box slightly early for Verstappen.
Okay.
We'll go one more lap with Lando.
Charge button on.
Cool.
Schumacher and Sainz both into the pits. Soft tyres going off of Sainz. Hard tyres for Schumacher.
I'm in.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
And a little bit of an issue developing for Pato. Right, Max is into the pits. Let's have a good stop. We've got Bortoletto boxing behind.
Box now.
Oh, perfect. Perfect stop. There's the mechanics out for doing. So Russell gets through, Lawson gets through, just.
He's 1.5 seconds behind. Okay, ramper mode push.
Yeah.
And the leaders are in. We're a little early for a one stop.
Lando pit lane.
Mode push.
Yeah, okay.
Not a bad
Now
stop
we
for
need to
Norris.
increase lift and coast by 30%.
Okay.
New fastest lap
No
for Russell.
management required.
Okay.
Max will get through. Bortoletto will get through.
Will be tight. Gap to him 7.5.
Tire temps are good.
Yeah.
Cool the car.
Okay.
Ah, come on, fight him off, fight him off. There we go. Oscar's into the pits.
Use the energy.
Yeah, confirm.
And he's gone to a set of hard tyres.
Look after the tires,
I'm
please.
boxed in.
Okay.
And we need to increase lift and coast.
Yeah, confirm.
Come on, Max. Ah, come on. He is driving super defensive, trying to stop us from making the move.
He does have DRS on you.
Unbelievable.
A long way to go.
I thought we were in high overtake. We're not.
You've got the pace.
Yeah, confirm.
There's no point pushing Norris's battery at the
Charge
moment.
on, please.
Charge button on, charge on.
Okay.
Cool the car as much as you can.
Ah, this is so frustrating. Come on.
He has DRS.
Ooh, go on. 3 wide. Can we get the move done? No. What the hell? You had the inside line for the corner. Why'd you back out? God damn. We are 19th and 21st.
So deployed.
Confirm.
And you are doing a good job on tires. Keep it like this.
Confirm.
We're going to have to go full tyre push, I think, if we're going to get through.
Good.
So let's get some battery in the car.
Charge on.
If we're going to push, let's really push.
Yeah, confirm.
Charge on.
Oh my god.
It's really impossible to race like this.
There's progress to be made. Norris right behind. Just concentrate on getting your tyre temps down.
We should slow down. ERS.
Yeah.
Let's let Norris have a go.
And try to increase pushing status.
He has got a full battery. So let's really go for it.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Yeah, confirm.
Charge on.
Yep.
Let's pick up the pace.
Has been a hard race, Army. Yeah, just the car's not working here. I think we've maybe broken...
Yeah, confirm.
realistic racing as well, because I did... oh, come on. I did check for file integrity so I could start working on a database. And I think that's broken the binary for the realistic racing. I've noticed that cars have been very slow exiting the pit lane. Exiting the pits or the pit garage.
And you are doing a good job on tires.
Okay.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
So I'm wondering if
Yeah, confirm.
that's why the game doesn't seem to be working the way it was.
And we need charge button on, charge button on.
Something to think about. I'll certainly be replacing the binary file tonight after the race. God damn it, did Pato just get back through again? Yes, he did.
Continue like this.
Yeah, confirm.
And charge button on, charge button on.
Max is nowhere pace-wise at the moment.
Mode push.
Yeah.
We don't think we need any lift and coast.
Okay.
Tire phase update when you can.
They're fine, I think.
And we need to increase pushing status. Charge button on.
Confirm.
Oh, this is bad. We just don't have any pace at all.
Good.
We're not going to get our sponsor objectives tonight, which is... Well, it's not going to be that catastrophic. It's only going to be, what, less than $1 million for both drivers, but we're not even looking close. Well, Norris, I think, was, what, 16th, wasn't he? So Norris isn't too far away in the grand scheme of things, but Max was, what, 11th?
Charge on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's no pace
Get
at
back
all.
to doing lift and coast now.
Okay.
I know our engines are
You need
underpowered,
to
but
keep
I wouldn't have
UK
thought it would have been
usage
that
down a bit,
catastrophic
otherwise
for
you'll
us.
just run out of battery and then you'll just be taken permanently.
Lindblad leads from Ollie Bearman, Carlos Sainz in third, Leclerc's fourth, then it's Schumacher, Pourchaire, Piastri, Vesti, Sonoda and Colapinto for the top 10. 11th is Drugovich, then Gasly, Antonelli, Albon, Russell, O'Ward, Norris in 17th, then Lawson, Portoletto, Max in 20th, 21st for Doohan, and Hadjar at the back in 22nd place.
Charge on.
And the pressure that we're under is just killing us. haven't got the pace to do anything.
Loss on DRS.
And Lawson goes absolutely flying through. And Bortoletto might well get us as well.
I just don't have the pace.
I know you don't, Lando, and I don't know why.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Yeah, go for it.
Charge on.
Yeah.
Okay for mode push.
Okay.
Charge button on.
Confirm.
Charge on.
Okay.
I really thought our second half of the race would be stronger. I mean, we are at halfway point now, and well, it can't be any worse than the first half's been. Looks like Antonelli's had a mistake somewhere. Oh yeah, very wide at turn 1.
Now this was at turn 1. The wheels just lock up there. They took a gamble and it was just too late.
Very slow getting back on track, and he's got Pato right behind him now. Norris is out of DRS range already.
Charge on.
He's just been dropped. Again, look. This is what's so frustrating. It's just they blitz away from us so fast.
And more energy available.
Confirm.
He does have DRS on you.
Right, Felipe's in the pits for his second stop. This is probably for a set of hard tyres.
Just don't have enough pace.
Continue, keep going. So next car behind is Verstappen. Charge button on.
Confirm.
Hard tyres confirmed, and Norris was overtaken comfortably by Bortoletto.
You should be mode charge.
He's trying to break away from us as well. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is such a bad Grand Prix.
On.
Confirm.
We had such a good start this year, and it's just fallen by the wayside. We need those upgrades. We absolutely need those upgrades, because we are floundering here today.
Car behind is Verstappen. Gap to Verstappen behind, 0.4. Race is long. Gap to him, 2.2. Now next car behind is Verstappen. Verstappen behind with DRS.
cool the car.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Don't make me impose team orders again.
Yeah, there's not much we can do.
Do your best. Okay for mode push. Cool the car as much as you can.
Spending so much time fighting amongst ourselves, we're not fighting the enemy.
Car in front is Verstappen.
Norris is still trying to get that place back.
Entire face update when you can.
Struggling a little bit with rear.
In comes Carlos. He's going hard tyres to the end.
In front we have Verstappen. And we need charge button on.
Yeah, confirm.
I don't think we're going to get lapped today, but I don't think we're going to do very well at all. It's just so hard for us to get going.
What about tyres?
So I feel like the tire's just dropping off.
All I can do now is just try and put a gap between our two so they don't keep tripping over each other, and see
Yeah,
if Max's pace in clear air with no threat from behind is enough. We started the Grand Prix quite well, gaining positions, and then we've just gone backwards, and a long way backwards as well.
Car behind is Norris.
Maybe I should have started on the softs. Have that extra speed and grip at the start.
Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
I don't know. Maybe the final stint will be better, but I mean, we're still not looking like we're going to challenge for points at all today. Russell's in, Albon's in. Is this hard tyres for these guys, or are they going another set of mediums? It's a little early for softs. It's mediums. Mediums for Albon. Bortoletti coming in as well. Hard tyres for Bortoletti.
Charge on.
Yep.
Continue like this.
Oh my god, come on!
But I'm pushing as much as I can.
And behind we have Russell. Gap to him 4.4.
Alright, screw it. We're gonna go on to mediums instead of softs.
Yeah, okay.
charge on.
Confirm.
Can at least make sure that we get a full battery out of Norris before he stops. Bearman and Gasly are in. They were behind us at the beginning. They're now going to get out of the pits before we even get through. Yep. Oh my word. I wonder.
Energies are good.
Confirm.
And charge button on.
Yeah.
Hard tyres is quicker. We are going to be at the back of the grid when we box.
Albon DRS. You are doing a good job on tires, keep it like this.
Yeah, okay.
Box this lap.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in.
See how slow he is pulling away. There's something wrong with the game, I think.
Confirm.
Just watch out for traffic at the pit. You got it.
And box this lap, box, pit confirm.
There goes Bortoletto. So we are now officially at the back of the grid. At least we can go flat out now for the rest of the race. And just see if we can do anything with it. It's a yellow flag. Who's that for? A lock-up for
But
Carlos.
this is what happened. Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here. Things were going smoothly, and the car fails to respond. Just unable to control the car by that point.
Alright, into the pits then for Lando.
Wonderfully.
Should at least get an undercut on the Hadjar. Maybe doing. 1.9. I didn't actually see what Max's time was on his previous stop, but I think he did a 1.8 on his first anyway, so... yeah. And a 1.83 for Lando. So we're looking pretty good, at least for pit stop points today.
Cap to Verstappen 5.3.
Nothing else. Yuki's into the pits from P4. See what I mean? Look how slow that car was coming out the pit lane. There's something wrong. I don't know if that's why our performance is so bad tonight, because there's something just not working properly within the game. I'm going to create a backup save, and I'm going to rerun this Grand Prix once I've checked the game files, and just see if our pace is so much better. And if it is, well, at least we know there's a fault. I don't know whether or not we should actually rerun this or not and keep the new result. Should probably just keep this one, but I mean, we've had one hand tied behind our back all Grand Prix.
Use the energy.
Yeah, go.
Let's see what our pace is at the end of this lap. Hadjar's into the pits. We'll get past him with Max, hopefully with Lando as well. It's going to be tight with Lando. It's going to be very tight with Lando. He should do it. Norris sets a new fastest lap.
Time.
A 1:16.6. Just a 1:19 for Max. It's not really catching Bortoletto. Right, Colapinto's in. Albon gets past Gasly. Anyone who boxes in front of us now is going to be putting on quicker compounded tyres than us. But they won't necessarily be able to absolutely thrash them like we can. It doesn't seem to be helping us, so unfortunately. Max is slowly chipping away at Bortoletto, but it is slow. 1:18.0. Another 1:16 for Norris.
4 seconds. Car behind is Norris.
Don't want them getting too close to each other again, because that's just going to kill their pace. They're going to fight each other.
And charge button on, please.
Yep, confirm.
Alright, we've got some fighting going on here. Let's watch that, because there's not really much to watch with our drivers at the moment. It's been very anticlimactic today. Bearman gets ahead of Vesti. Ferrari on for some points today. They've got 2 cars in the top 8. HiTech are still having a really good Grand Prix. In fact, we're going to watch Lindblad here, because he is on the back of Porsche. Schumacher keeping Porsche at bay. Porsche's on better tyres as well. I wonder if Lindblad's on better tyres. I wonder if Porsche and Schumacher need to stop again. HiTech flying high today. Oh, and here comes Bearman. Look at Bearman rocketing up. They're staying out. Porsche taking that slightly defensive line on the straight there, just preventing Lindblad from making a move. He's going to have a look here. And he hasn't got clear air. Porsche had DRS. So he had that extra little bit of defence. He's out of range now, though, from Schumacher. The pressure certainly causing him to lose ground. Lindblad's going to start coming under pressure of his own, though. Freddie right there, and so is Bearman still. Vesti got a rocket launch through Sector 1 there. And Norris is closing in on Max. I don't understand what is going on here today. I really don't. Bearman slides up the inside and Oscar's into the pits. Set of medium tyres. Mick gets through into second place, and look at the gap that's opened up. And Lindblad finally gets through into second place. Chance to break away now. Porsche is going to stubbornly fight against the Ferraris. Bearman and Sainz are right there. Then it's Freddie Vesti, then Piastri. Doohan's into the pits now. We are going to get ahead of Doohan and Lawson. But what tyres are they putting on? Another set of hard tyres for Liam Lawson there, with only 15 laps to go. Mediums to Doohan. So we're 18th and 19th.
You
15 laps to go, and we are still way off the pace. Gasly. Been on those tyres a little while, so it's not a pit stop that's done that. Lindblad's all over Schumacher already. Schumacher taking that defensive line to block him. It's going to open the door for Bearman potentially. Gasly gets past Bortoletto. And there goes Lindblad up the inside. Lindblad into second place on the fresher tyres. So that's good for HiTech. There's a real chance for Lindblad to make the podium today. Don't know if Schumacher can hold on. Probably not. Bearman is already swarming all over him. The slightest window of opportunity, he'll jump at it.
Car behind is Norris.
And there we go. That is Bearman through. So it's Leclerc leading by 12.5 seconds from Lindblad. But Lindblad has fresher tyres. Bearman through into third place now. Can Schumacher go the distance? I get this horrible feeling we might see a puncture for Schumacher. And maybe Freddie Vesti as well. Maybe even Théo Pourchaire. And Max has caught the cars in front.
Charge on.
Okay.
Mode push.
Okay.
Car ahead is Gasly. Remember, long way to go in this race. Cool the car.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, charge on.
Okay.
Tires bad on.
Confirm.
You've got the pace. You can do this.
Yeah.
Leclerc's into the pits. He's put on soft tyres. How far behind the leaders is he going to be? Could we see Lindblad win today? Comes out behind Mick. I think Antonelli's going to have to stop. Porsche's into the pits. Antonelli stays out.
No worries, mate. Mode push.
Yeah.
Just do your best.
Come on. God damn it.
Okay.
Charge on.
Yeah.
Energies are good.
Yeah, confirm.
Cool the car as much as you can.
Yeah, okay.
See him just taking that slightly in-step line there. Makes it so hard to try and make a move on him. So he doesn't leave enough gap on the outside, but covers enough of the inside to prevent the move. Oh
Right,
God,
let's
Norris has been overtaken. And into the pits he goes. We have to sprint now.
5.5 seconds gap.
And we'll use that slipstream to pull ourselves through.
Charge on.
Yeah, confirm.
And I am going to have to switch my drivers over just to get Norris into P16, which is one of our race targets. Look.
So deployed.
Cool. The left rear is getting a bit hot.
Free to fight.
Yeah, confirm.
The temperatures are going slightly up.
Confirm.
Cool your tyres. Charge on.
So a safety car now would make things interesting. All right, there we go.
Okay, remember mode
We've
push.
got Max into 17th, Norris into 16th, so we can at least complete one of the sponsor objectives.
Yeah.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
Confirm.
Just cool the tyres down before we start pushing them again.
Just cool your tyres.
We're getting that pace back at the very end of the race again, but
Yeah, confirm.
it's too late now. Oh,
Avoid
God,
letting anyone
Max has
through
been
if
overtaken.
possible, please. Charge on.
That lasted very long. Schumacher's in. He has punctured, look. I missed that pop-up entirely, unless it's just happened. That's a quick stop. Very slow exit from the pits, but a very quick stop.
Charge on. Let's get after these cars in front.
And charge button on.
Why is our pace suddenly back?
Okay, confirm.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Freddie's punctured. He's close to the pits though. But it's going to drop him down another place.
Okay, next guy in front is Gasly. Continue, keep going.
We need to do more lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
Your DRS.
Yeah, okay.
That was good racing.
Well done, mate. Norris ahead of you.
Turn that off now, because all of a sudden we might have a chance of Max getting into the top 11.
Yeah, confirm.
All right, Norris is through into 13th. Can Max follow through? Yes, he can. I don't know where this pace has come from, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
And just a reminder on garage. Charge button on.
Charge on.
Strange indeed. Very strange. How far away are we from points? We're only 4 seconds away from the points.
Yeah, confirm.
It's been such a strange race. It really has. We might run out of steam though.
And 6 laps to go.
Pato's pushing hard on those soft tyres.
Push, please.
Please tell me I dropped him. I think I dropped him. Yeah, he hasn't got the DRS on us. Woo.
He has DRS.
No, don't tell me that. Oh, he does, just. He's got Gasly for company, though. I thought we'd dropped him.
Do your best.
He's back in range again. Oh, he's going to get DRS here for the double zone.
He does have DRS on you.
And charge button on, charge button on.
Yeah, confirm.
Confirm.
Try to stay in front. And 5 laps to go.
Yeah, confirm.
Right, come on, Max.
No
Let's see if we can
lift
get
off
you
needed. You are doing a good job.
a couple of places higher.
Confirm.
No more lift and coast.
Everyone's queuing up behind Albon, and we are lapping much quicker than him. There they are.
Charge on.
Yeah, fine.
That's it for the battery.
Reduce K1 usage.
Okay.
Oh, we are so close. We're so close to getting points.
To go at the end of this one.
Yeah.
Charge on.
Okay.
It's a yellow flag. Pato's gone.
And we need to try to avoid lock.
Now we've got Lawson for company.
Okay.
Let's take a closer look. Now this is where the RB driver's involved. Well, things are okay at this stage. The brakes couldn't cope, and they'll need to be mindful of the effect that that had on the tyres.
Charge on.
Okay.
Gasly's got an issue. He's behind.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
And we need to increase lift and coast by 30%.
Okay.
Incredible scenes here. It's this has been the most unreal closing 15 laps.
There's progress to be
We had no pace in the first stint, no pace in the second stint. All of a sudden, we are challenging for a point.
There are 3 laps remaining, including this one.
Okay.
I can't keep up with the guys ahead.
Race is long. And you can use all the boost bar. And reminders on lift and coast.
Cool the car.
Yeah.
Charge on.
Go on!
As
Ah!
much as you can. Go back to doing lift and coast now. Charge on. From tyre point of view, we don't think lift and coast is necessary.
Yeah. I can't get close, mate.
This focus is a long race.
Norris gets back in front of
Lap to
Lawson.
go
Good
at the end
lad.
of This one.
Yeah, okay.
Mode push. Charge on.
Mega.
Right, Bortoletto is out of DRS.
Let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
Come on, fight him off, come on, come on. Ah, damn it. I think he might have got back in range as well.
Remember, long way to go in this race.
No, he didn't. Come on, step out, Max. Ah. There's something very wrong with that McLaren. I don't know what it is.
Tyres are quite hot. Car in front is Russell.
This is for P11. This is for the sponsors. Lindblad's going to win the Grand Prix. Wow.
It's a win for the Alpine.
What a win for HiTech.
They can be really proud of what they've achieved today. A result like that doesn't just fall into your lap.
Ah, no.
It's really impossible.
No.
It's like this.
Ah, damn
No worries,
it.
mate. You need to keep the engine usage down a bit, otherwise you'll just run out of battery and then you'll just be taken by everybody. We need to do more lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
13th and 14th. Well, it's a hell of a recovery. And that's Bortoletto out of fuel.
Okay, that's the
He
flag.
used the last dregs of the tank
P13.
to get past us.
Nice work there.
Pace was okay.
Pace was great in the final 10 laps. It's just, where was it
Most
for the
slow,
previous
please.
48?
And in comes Max Verstappen, soon to be greeted by his team.
And with a 13th place finish, that sadly means there's no points to be claimed.
We break our
An
streak.
Alpine's driver is surely
No
going to be
points
over
today.
the moon to be up there with the best in the world right now.
Look at that,
It's a
Lindblad
really
ahead of
emotional
both of the
moment
Fords.
To be up there celebrating your first win.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all.
Breakout
at
season
the
for Lindblad.
Australian Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They did okay today, I'd say. I mean, we're talking about such a competitive field, and all things considered, the drivers did all right.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favourite for the drivers.
Oh, that's going to be a difficult circuit to overtake out. Very difficult. Confirmation then of the final result. What a great debut win for Lindblad. His first ever standing on the top step. Up 8 places as well. Great race for him. Oscar takes second at his home Grand Prix. Leclerc in third to make it a strong afternoon for Ford. Sainz gets 4th place for Ferrari. Colapinto in 5th. 6th for Yuki. Bearman in 7th. 8th for Felipe Drugovich, picking up yet more points in his debut season. Porsche in 9th. Albon up 7 places to take that final point in 10th. Under a huge amount of pressure at the end, but managed to hang on. George Russell in 11th place. Bortoletto in 12th. Max 13th. Lando 14th. At least we got one of the sponsor objectives done. Almost managed to get it with Lando as well. With Max as well. 15th place for Mick Schumacher. Then it's 16th for Lawson, 17th for Jack Doohan, 18th for Pierre Gasly, 19th for Antonelli, 20th for Hadjar. Freddie Vesti down in 21st place, did set the fastest lap with a 1:14.7, and it's Pato who finishes in 22nd place. So the driver standings look a little like this. Max, no points today, drops off of top spot. Both of the 4 drivers moved past him. So Leclerc leads with 75 points from Piastri, who's 6 points back on 69. Max has 55 points in 3rd. Tsunoda in 4th place now with 41 points. Lindblad up 7 places to jump into 5th with that win. He picked up 31 points across the Grand Prix and the sprint. He moves ahead of Kimi Antonelli, who's tied on 37, and George Russell in particular on 31 points. No points for George this weekend. Albon in 8th place on 25. Sainz, with his good scoring today, gets him up into 9th place. Norris down into 10th. 19 points still. No points for him this weekend either. Then it's Bearman with 18 points. Hadjar with 13. Colapinto with 12. Drugovic keeping his little run going. He gets another 4 points this weekend. He's up to 7 now in 14th place. Then it's Lawson with 6. 3 points for Schumacher in 16th. Porsche, it gets his first points of the year. He's on 17th place for 2 points, as is Freddie Vesti, who also gets his first points of the season. Then Bortoletto, Gasly, Doohan, Pato, and for some reason Ugo is showing, and I don't know why. He hasn't had a race win and a sprint win and a podium, unless he's done that in F3, which he might have done. Let's see then. Ford top with 144 points. No points for us today means that we are now 70 points behind Ford. But we're still comfortably ahead of everybody else. Aston are up 2 places into 3rd. They're on 47 points. Also up 2 places Ferrari. They're on 42. HiTech jump up 4 places. They're now on 40. Then it's Mercedes with 39. McLaren with 33. Williams with 25 in 8th place. 9th is TGR with 13. 12 points for Maserati and 7 points for Audi. So, we didn't get much in the way of this Grand Prix for points, but did we get pit stop points? Yes, we did. We got 1st and 3rd. Williams sneaking in between the 2 of our drivers there. Then it's HiTech, the 2 Ferraris, TGR, Ford, Aston, and TGR again. So let's take a look at the standings here. We are top with 135 points. We are 61 points clear of BMW, having outscored them quite nicely today as well. Ferrari in 3rd have 48 points. HiTech 37. TGR up into 5th place on 29. Last year's champions Ford on 28 points. Then it's Aston with 24. McLaren with 16. 8 for Maserati. 3 for Audi and 2 for Mercedes, who are not having a good start to the year pit stop wise at all. But we are looking very good so far. And there you see a summary of our stops. First stop was the best it could possibly be. A very good stop for Norris's first stop. Max's second stop still slightly quicker than Lando. And then Lando's second stop just not very good at all in the grand scheme of things. But it was good enough on the first one. And they see we get some money from Norris, no money from Max. Board are not going to be happy today. Right, we're back at HQ. We've got $870,000. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough to start a new part, which I think is the wing. Let's have a look. We've got a new ATR starting today. So 5 MAU hours, 72 wind tunnel hours. They're all going onto research. Post-race data. Something has broken on one of our cars. Front wing and side pods have both failed on Max's car. And yeah, we're going to have to get rid of this engine now, unfortunately. Possibly Max's as well. We'll see what the weather's like. There you can see Lando's expected finish was 16th. He actually beat that. Max's expected finish was 6th. I don't know where that came from. And he finished in 13th. Let's fix the car. Ooh, don't have a spare side pod. Let's have to roll back. Put that back on Norris. Norris's car is unscathed. I thought we had something finished. We don't. It's the suspension that's 2 days away for the new suspension. Okay. We've got 11 days to go until Suzuka, so we've got a little bit of time until the next race. Our dirty air tolerance is slipping down again. Tyre wear's still really strong. Yeah. We're definitely being developed at the moment, but we do have 3 parts soon to be on the car. Let's check in with the board. They're going to be miserable today. I know they are. Yeah, disappointed. So am I, to be honest. You know, I don't know what happened to our pace in the first half of the race. Well, first 2/3 of the race, really. At least the finances are still good. So we've got that going for us. Let's check facilities. See if anything's broken or is about to break. Memorabilia room's going to dip. That's going to be a pain. Team hub upgrade is still a month away. Car developments. Everything in here is okay. When's our next sponsor payments? As soon as when we come back from Japan. So this is where we're going to have to pay attention because we're going to lose money on the next one because we won't be able to put anything through on that day. It's so frustrating when that happens. We're potentially missing out on mandatory stuff as well. Hopefully that will just automatically go through if we would have had that. Alright, let's advance time 2 days. We're going to get a little bit of cash from the board in a day when we start the new month. We've got some end of month emails to look at. So, start with the monthly affiliates. And we only see Jack Crawford again for some reason. Let's check in with the F3 standings. Ugo is top. So let's take a look at the F3 results. Melbourne was the first race. He did get the win in the Grand Prix and in the sprint. So an excellent start for Ugo. Be nice if he could sweep the competition this year. What about our main drivers? Any change to Lando? Yes, he's getting a point in adaptability. Very nice. There we go. New suspension's ready, and we got about $1 million from the board as well. Let's go and start building these. These are going to be worth an extra couple of % on tyres, a little bit of downforce, a tiny little bit of extra speed. Let's get 3 of those going. In fact, let me check something first. We're not building new side pods at the moment, so we are going to need a couple of side pods. Let's get those going. And now we'll put 2 of these in as well. Oh wait, they're only 600k. We can afford to do 3. There we go. We have $52,000, which is an absolute pittance, but it's something. There we go. Let's see what everyone else is up to. So Aston have got a new chassis, and they're now working on side pods. The team's in a fantastic position. Really? Maybe. Ferrari 4th. Could be going better, but they're not doing too bad. They're where they expected to be. Ollie Bearman, once again, is outperforming teammate Carlos Sainz. Oh no, it's the other way around. Sainz is 9th, Bearman is 11th. But I think Bearman will get the drop on Sainz this season. I think is he ahead in the standings? He's not, but he's only a couple of points behind, look. So, yeah, I think this could be Bearman's year at Ferrari over Sainz. Let's get some pit crew training done. Let's take a look at where we stand. Fatigue's at 0. Lovely stuff. So let's continue to work on gym training at the start of the month. While the fatigue is nice and low. I can get another day in. Maybe. It's a normal Grand Prix, so I don't mind carrying 1% of fatigue in. So when we come back, we'll do, let's see. Let's do a day of skill training. And then we'll do some car building and gym training. It's a sprint weekend, so we can't carry any fatigue in there. Not really. There we go, perfect. And then we can't get any training done before we go to Singapore because we're at 7% on the day before rest day. So that's it for our training for the month of May. We will end the month keeping our skills nicely topped up, taking some more car building lessons and just fractionally bringing down the pit stop time. Got 8 engineers. That's too many engineers. Let's drop a couple of those down. There we go. That'll take us down to 6 in total when the other 2 come back from their activities. Don't have enough money to get anything else started. Something in the inbox. Low stock on front wings. We got a spare. Got other parts that we need to stock up on soon as well. Giovinazzi goes up by a rating point to 77 overall. Rio Hirakawa goes up by a point to 73. And the new underfloor design is done. So let's see what kind of an improvement that is on the car. There we go. It'll be worth some decent downforce, especially in the high speed. A little bit more there. But we can't start building those for a little while. I have to wait till we get back from from Suzuka, which is 4 days away. That's the next Grand Prix. We're up to 149k, thanks to some money from the Tour Centre. And the new front wing is ready, and we can't afford to build it, so that's going to have to wait for China as well. The underfloors, we won't have those till Singapore at the earliest, unfortunately. Something purple in the inbox. Oh, it's the wind tunnel. We gambled on that, didn't we? Ah, it's a catastrophic fault. No! That shuts it down for 17 days. Ooh, ouch. Oh, bugger. That's expensive as well. 680k. It stuck us over $500,000 in debt. We've got to wait 2.5 weeks before we can start anything in the centre. But good news is, all the projects that we were working on design-wise, at least are done. I don't know if that research will get blocked. I think that's still okay. So, what am I looking for? There we go. That's what we're looking for. So, weather is going to be warm, not expecting rain. Are you sure? Let's take a look at the calendar. It's going to be wet on Friday, but it'll be dry on Saturday and Sunday. So practice is going to be soggy, but it should be okay for the Grand Prix itself and for qualifying. Yeah, we had a wet Suzuka last year, didn't we? So it'll be interesting to see how we do in the dry. But there we go. That is it for tonight. I am going to be back. Let's see, what time shall we do tomorrow? Let's do the usual time, 8 p.m. So we'll do a race tomorrow, so that we can get back to doing, you know, a 4-week series before, you know, it's the end of the season. We'll get it back on schedule for 5 per week. So that'll be tomorrow. I will create an event as soon as we're done here, so that everyone will get that notification, hopefully. We'll be back at 8 p.m. tomorrow for round 5. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, and you haven't already done so, then a thumbs up would be much appreciated. As always, if you're not yet subscribed, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button, and be sure to hit the bell for notifications on the start of the streams and any other videos that drop as well. Yeah. Strange race. I need to do a little bit of digging into the binary, make sure that's actually working properly, because I don't think realistic racing was working as intended today. And we'll see how we do tomorrow. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.